If you still don't believe in miracles, let me tell you something. Because I do believe in miracles. Not just because I heard about them, but because I am one. I was born into a life where everything said I wouldn't make it. I am a rock bottom right now. That is my bed right there. That is my bed. In a student residence. Not a big room, not a comfortable place, just a small space in a student residence where four of us share the same room. That bunk bed right there belongs to one of my roommates. So right now my life is a rock bottom. I don't have a job. I have $0 in my bank account. And recently I lost the only opportunity I had to get into college and finish my degree. I lost it. I lost my scholarship because I failed twice. And just like that, it was gone. My parents can't help me financially. They are farmers. They are struggling just to survive. So right now, it is just me. It is just me trying to figure out how I'm going to pay for food, how I'm going to stay in school, and how I'm going to keep chasing the dream I've had for years. It is just me. It is just me. Sometimes I sit here and I ask myself, how did my life get to this point? How? I'm tired of hating myself. I'm tired of talking about everything that is wrong in my life without doing anything to change it. But today, I decided something. Today is day one. Not the day everything gets better. Not the day my problem disappear. But the day I start taking action. Because I need money to pay rent, to pay food, clothes, school. I cannot just sit here and complaining without doing anything to change my life. I have to find a way out. I have to find a solution for this. Okay, so if we're going through hard times too, if you feel like you are trash, you are nothing, you can't, hey, problems are here to be solved. How guys I'm going to make money to pay for rent, food, or whatever it is. Right now I'm giving English lessons online. Since in my country a lot of people don't speak English, so I use this tool to help them while they help me. So now I've already have two students and I earn about $31 a month. That is not much, but it helps me pay for that bed. For now, that's enough to keep going. I also study every single day because one thing is clear. I can't fail. I can't fail again. I cannot fail again at school. Never. If I fail again, I might lose everything. But this video isn't about success. It is about the reality of someone who is still fighting, who is still grinding. No money, no job, no clear path, just a dream and the decision not to give up. This is my life right now. And this video is the beginning of a journey. A journey where I try to rebuild myself from nothing. From nothing. I wasn't born into comfort. I was born in the countryside of Africa, in a small rural community where life was never easy. My family struggled a lot. My father was a polygamist. He had many wives and many children, more than 16 children. And but when I was 6 years old, he passed away. He died. And when he died, everything changed. There were conflicts in the family, misunderstanding between siblings. Life became even harder. My mother was left alone. She is a farmer. She survived by working the land. When I was about 8 years old, I was already helping her, taking care of cattle, pigs, working in the fields. We planted whatever we could depending on the season. Cassava, sweet potatoes, garlic, lettuce. That's how we survived. That's how we bought clothes. That's how we paid for school uniforms. Sometimes there wasn't enough. Many days I walked to school barefoot on the dusty roads. I wore torn clothes, carrying my books in a plastic bag. But even in those conditions, I took school seriously because deep inside, I believed something. Education could change my life. So I studied hard in primary school, I studied hard in high school, and eventually something incredible happened. I earned a scholarship to study medicine. For a boy who grew up walking barefoot to school, that moment felt impossible. That was a miracle. I believe in it. I thought my life had finally changed. For the first time, it felt like everything I had been through, the poverty, the hard work in the fields, walking barefoot to school, it all meant something. I believed the path was clear. Study hard, graduate, become a doctor, help my mom. That was the plan. But life doesn't always follow the plan. College was harder than I expected. The pressure, the expectations, the responsibility, and then something happened that I never imagined. I failed. Not once, twice. And because of that, I lost my scholarship. Just like that. The opportunity that meant everything to me was gone. I remember the moment I realized it. I was like, damn. It felt like the ground disappeared under my feet. I blamed myself. I questioned everything. All those years of sacrifice. All those years of sacrifice. My mother's hard work in the fields. All the hope I carried. And suddenly I felt like I had destroyed it all. I cried a lot. Not just because I failed, but because I felt like I had failed everyone who believed in me. My family, my teachers, myself. For a while I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how I'm going to continue studying. I didn't know how I was going to survive. But something inside of me refused to accept that this was the end. Because if my life has taught me anything, it is that falling is part of the journey. Staying on the ground is a decision. And that is when I started asking myself different questions. Not why did this happen to me, but what I'm going to do now. I realized something important. Pain is like fire. It can burn you, or it can be used to cook your food, keep you warm, and help you move forward. The real question isn't whether you feel pain. The question is what you do with it. A bad chapter cannot be the entire book of my life. It cannot be the entire book of your life. Failure is part of the journey. By staying on the ground, that is a choice. And I refuse to stay there. Maybe God is shaping me through this. Maybe this pain is preparing me for something bigger. Maybe this is not the end of my story. Maybe this is the chapter that will make me stronger. If you are watching this video right now, maybe you are going through a difficult season too. Maybe you feel lost. Maybe you feel like nothing in your life is working. I understand that feeling. I'm living it right now. But here's something I want you to remember. Never be ashamed of your situation. Never, never be ashamed. Life comes in seasons. Bad times don't last forever. Good times don't last forever either. Everything passes. Nothing lasts forever. I believe in miracles. I am a miracle. This channel isn't about pretending everything is perfect. This channel is about real life. The struggles, the failures, the growth. This is the beginning of my journey to rebuild my life from zero. And I want to document everything step by step. The good days, the bad days, and the days when everything feels impossible. So if you want to follow this journey, subscribe to the channel. And if you have any ideas on how I can increase my income or improve my situation, leave them in the comments. Sometimes help isn't money. Sometimes help is perspective. And I would really appreciate that, guys, because this is only the beginning. And I'm not giving up. I'm here forever. Love yourself. Stop hating yourself. Live a miracle. You are a miracle. Okay? See you guys in the next video. Peace.